So, hello everybody. Today I'm going to test my bath bombs I molded yesterday for my experiment with Cocamidpropyl Betaine. I want to see how the foaming action will be in these 4 different batches I made. This one is Cocamidpropyl Betaine mixed with bicarb. Then I let it dry for 2 days, and when it was dry, it got powdery again, and then I mixed it with citric acid and coconut oil. With this I did the same, but I also mixed it with SLSA, and these two ones I mixed the Cocamidpropyl Betaine with bicarb and glycerin and let it dry, and it did not dry, and even after 2 days you can see I can put some pressure on it and it stays like this. So it's it's not doughy, but it's something like a very dried out dough maybe. And this one is also bicarb mixed with Cocamidpropyl Betaine and glycerin, and also SLSA. So these both are SLSA and these both are none, and all 4 are the idea of drying Cocamidpropyl Betaine, which is very liquidy, with bicarb. So now I will see how they react in the tub, and I hope they will foam, because this is the mixture I would like to work with concerning the Cocamidpropyl Betaine thing. And I hope I did not mold them too hard so they will float. We will see. So I start with this one. As you can see, it flattened, but it's got hard, which I find quite surprising because it was very soft after molding. Okay, this one. Okay, it floats. For the first moment I thought it would sink, and you see the foam is expanding, but you can't see the floating. I like my bath bombs have this ring of fizz around them, but this ring of fizz is underneath the foam. But I think the foam has a nice texture. It's very soft. Okay, I will let it float and we'll stop the time, how long it takes. These bath bombs are about 125 grams, the first 2 ones. Where is it? I think it's here. Yeah. Okay. So I will stop the time and then I do the next one. So we're still testing the first bath bomb, and I want to show you something. The bath bomb shows the same pattern of bubbles every time I do something like this. This kind of tail of bubbles is coming out, and this is what I quite like. It looks nice. I think if I add some colors, could give a nice picture. And another thing I tried was to put some water in the tub, and as you know, it all depends on the water pressure with the bubbles. So it gives quite nice foam, I would say. And there you can see the bath bomb with its tail of small bubbles. Okay. So far by now I am still stopping taking the time, and I think it now worked for 3 or 4 minutes and it's still quite the half left. So this is a good time, I would say, for bath bomb. Well, I would like to have more fizz. Okay, see you in some minutes. So the first one is done right now, and I'm changing the water for the next experiment, for the next test. This first bath bomb worked for over 11 minutes, which is quite long for such a tiny bomb, I would say. And it produced some very soft foam while it was floating around. And if I added some water with enough pressure, I got also nice bubbles. So I think this batch worked quite well. Maybe I have to change something in the recipe concerning the fizzing action, because I think it could have fizzed more, but I will work on this. So the next one I'm going to test, I think, is this one, because it's also without SLSA, and these two ones are with SLSA. So before I'm adding any kind of SLSA stuff to the tub, I will do this one, and yeah, we will see how it works. So now we test the third one. This is the second one with SLSA still left here, and this one too. And this one was this kind of marshmallowy thing. Well, it really does not feel nice and it crumbles a lot, but we will see how it works. Okay, it's floating and there's this foam on top. And again, I can't see any ring of fizzing, which I like to see at my bath bombs. So maybe it's underneath. No, it's just this crumbly thing, and you see this big speckles coming off. It really does not feel nice, so I think this won't work, but we'll see. Okay, I will stop the time again, and maybe I can add some water right now to see what we get for bubbles. Okay, well, a lot of bubbles. If I would have put more water in, I probably think I would get this Hollywood bath bubble tub. Well, it's nothing new. Something like this is a kind of mixture of a bubble bar with a bubble bar recipe with Cocamidpropyl Betaine, which are out there, I think, a lot. So this is what it works, but not for bath bomb, but maybe for bubble bar or something like bath Play-Doh thing. I got this big lumps every time I touch it, it crumbles. So, okay, I think I don't have to stop any time because it lost a lot of its material under the water. Okay, so we can go on with the next one, I think. Okay, so the next one I'm going to test is number 4, because as you can see, in between time, while I did the other both tests, it soaked a lot of moisture from the air, and so I will use it before it will be gone completely. So this one is the one with Cocamidpropyl Betaine, glycerin and SLSA, so I'm expecting more bubbles than at the 2 ones before. Okay, so when you saw the first video of this experiment, I explained I had to put this bath bomb in the freezer because it started to grow out of the mold and did not stop growing. And this is what I noticed when I mixed the bicarb and the Cocamidpropyl Betaine and the glycerin. Even after 2 days it wasn't dry. So I think this is a kind of wet or moistured mix, which does not work for bath bomb, like the one I tested before without the SLSA. So now I'm going to add some water, and I'm expecting a lot of bubbles because of the combination of SLSA and Cocamidpropyl Betaine. Yeah, well, no, I would say these are less bubbles than before, which I find quite surprising because I would have expected more bubbles because I added 2 foaming agents. Okay, so I'm destroying it because I won't use this mix, so it's not interesting for me anymore to see. And time is money, so I'm going to test the last one. Okay, finally, last but not least, I'm going to test the one with the batch which I'm expecting the most foaming action. Yeah, so let's see what it does. It's quite good, hardened. But it seems to be crumbly. I touched it and this kind of crumbles, and okay. It looked hard to me, but there are these little things coming off. This looks weird and feels sandy. Okay, there it's fizzing. This is what I'm looking for. This is what my bath bombs do usually. They're floating and they have this kind of fizzy ring. This is what I like, yeah. And the bubbles coming off. This is nice. Okay, let's see what we get if I add some water. hope you can see it. There is a lot of bubbly foam coming out this bath bomb, which is quite not that surprising because it's a mixture of 2 foaming agents. And I will see how long it lasts. I don't know where it is. Hello. It's gone. Oh my god. It has vanished. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay. Maybe I will find it later somewhere floating around, or maybe not. So, for the results, what did I get? I was looking for a method to dry Cocamidpropyl Betaine because I have a lot of this liquid foaming agent and I can't use it in bath bombs because it's liquidy, and my mixture starts to fizz right in the moment I'm adding it, and I can't stop it even if I add cornstarch, or I have to add so much cornstarch that there will be no fizzing. So I think this is a method I will work on, this kind of pre-drying with bicarb of the Cocamidpropyl Betaine. But in the end, I think it's a foaming agent or surfactant which works for much better for bubble baths. Products which are more soft and have more moisture in them than bath bombs should have. Maybe it's helpful to you, I don't know. And I probably will do some more experimenting with my ingredients in the next time, and I will show you in the videos. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. What do you think? Do you have any idea what I can do, or what one can do with the batches 3 and 5 with the glycerin, the marshmallow bath bomb things? Let me know. So one last try to find this bath bomb, but yeah, it seems to have gone. It's vanished completely. Oh no, maybe I find it. I finally find it. So happy ending, and it's still maybe good 1/3 left of it. So that's quite a good mixture, I think. Okay, so bye.